Good morning. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm April Williams, and this is Daily Dose Live, dynamic direction for a successful life, your little espresso shot of wisdom to jump start your morning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's great to see you. So all week long, we've been talking about finding your authentic voice, your message, your story that someone needs to hear. You must realize that you aren't called to everyone. You cannot know and master everything. You have to discover your unique purpose and your unique assignment. So pick a lane. Scattered focus hinders progress. So I made a sign. This is my sign I use at work sometimes. Pick a lane. Stay in your lane. You can't be everything to everybody. So when you're moving in so many different directions, you become ineffective, fatigued, and frustrated. Ineffective, fatigued, and frustrated. Knowing your voice and your unique purpose places you on the fast track for running your race. So discover your difference. What is the message that God has given you to share? There's a power that you possess as an individual to find and express your unique message. So if you don't give the world your story, if you don't present the world your story the world will try to define your story for you. If you don't share your story, if you don't define it, someone else will try to define it for you. Let me give you a practical example. In fact, I'm going to give you two practical examples. There was a restaurant in town. Good morning, Toby. Good morning, Robert. And Joey and Todd, all those who are joining me. Christy, thank you so much. Good morning, Chauncey. There was a restaurant in town that specialized in burgers, and they were very, very good at burgers. But one day they decided to branch out, and they started doing all kind of things. Tacos, burritos. Well, that restaurant began to fail because they were trying to do too many different things. Now, I'm not saying you can't try new things, but you have to know your area of expertise. If you are an expert at burgers, don't try to make a taco. If you're an expert in American fare, don't be trying to do Italian. Pick a lane. Because sometimes when you're too divided, it will cause you to be ineffective. Let me give you another example. This has to do with me. Early in our ministry, many pastors' wives are expected to do many different tasks in the church. And early when we had a church, there was some people in our church who are not there now, by the way. A person or people in our church who had a very strong expectation that I was going to do children's ministry in addition to everything else. So in the meeting, it was expressed, we need a children's program, and April needs to do it. Now, the person saw the need, but certainly didn't volunteer to do it. So I would go and I would do praise and worship, and I would go directly back and do children's church, and then I would come out and try to connect with people and greet people and talk to people. And every Sunday I went home exhausted. I was fatigued. There is a special gift for people that do children's ministry. And while I love children, that is not my gift. I didn't have the grace to do it. So you have a praise and worship leader, a prayer leader, a women's pastor who's trying to do children's ministry. You can't do it all. You can't be everything to everybody. And so what I was finding was that the task and purposes that God had called me to do, I was too fatigued. I was too tired to focus on what I needed to focus on because I was too scattered. So you need to know your unique purpose. You need to know what God has called you to do, because if you don't define that, someone else will try to define it for you. You aren't called to everyone. You can't know and master everything. Discover your unique purpose, your difference, your voice, your story. And that is your daily dose. Hey, join me tomorrow. Joey Cato from Art of Acceptance. We're going to be filming, and we're going to put that out tomorrow. It's going to be so much fun. There is no telling what we're going to do when Joey and April get together. So don't miss that tomorrow. Also, I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Hey, share, like and share. That is so important for other people to hear this message. There are so many people who are in this world who have no idea what their purpose is. They have no idea what their authentic voice is. The world needs to hear what God has put in your heart. I'm April Williams, and that is Daily Dose.